Gentlemen, I hope that you were enlightened by the wonders of skid steer loaders that I highlighted last week. No doubt, there are many possibilities with this great product as I mentioned in my previous talk. If you are in the market for a skid loader, you have basically two options where you need to make the right selection. Let me start today with where we stopped last week. We know that there are two arms located in front of the skid steer loader where we can fix a number of different attachments. You should also know that there are skid steer loaders with single arm configuration. In a single arm, you can have a side door to be fitted. Otherwise, the driver has to climb over the buckets or other attachments to enter the front of the cab. The machine seems to be offset with a single arm, but it can balance with one arm design because there is equal weight distribution across the machine. This will eliminate the risk of danger to the operator. These arms are designed to carry different attachments to do a variety of jobs. These attachments can be mostly a bucket, forks to carry pallets, dorsal blades, hammers or augers which are used to drill holes on the ground, and so on. As I said before, the two basic options we can choose from a skid steer loader is the way in which the lifting arms are operated. The arms, or some people call them as booms, are designed for either radial lift or vertical lift. You can identify the type of lift from the model number of the skid steer loader. For example, if you take a model 1340R skid loader, it means 1340 pounds is the rated operation capacity, and the letter R represents the radial lift. Now, let us see in detail about the two lifting patterns. Always remember that both types of machines are doing the same kind of job. However, their efficiency is different in applications. If you just look at both the kind of loaders, they will just look the same. You need to lift the arms to the top in order to see the difference in the lifting pattern. If you take the radial lift, the movement is in radial, or what we call as arc direction, so we call them as radial lift. In radial lift, the lifting profile is radial, but it is vertical in vertical lift type of machines. The lifting arms have linkage mechanism which is simple in case of radial lift. In radial lift, you get maximum horizontal reach. The linkage mechanism is a bit complex in vertical lift compared to radial lift. In case of radial lift skid steer loaders, there is a single pin at the rear tower of the machine. Here the linkage mechanism will get higher strength and durability. You can apply better force to pull the load with a radial lift machine. If you choose a radial lift machine, you can conveniently use for unloading flatbed tracks. This is also useful to conveniently dispose material over a wall. Again, you can use this radial lift unit in any excavation sites for backfilling jobs. There are compact machines, they have less moving parts, so you take some advantage in maintenance of skid steer loaders. On the other hand, in vertical lift, you get extended bucket pin range. If you go for vertical lift, you get a higher reach at maximum height compared to radial lift. You also get higher dump angle and higher rated capacity. So, most importantly, in your selection process, you should compare maximum bucket pin height and maximum dump angle. In vertical lift machines, the load is closer to the machine. So you can lift heavy loads compared to radial lift machines. With radial lift, you can handle heavy pallets. Also, it is more suitable for unloading material on high loaded tracks. It can reach places where the other machines can't reach. Whatever be the type of lift, no issue. You can accommodate both lift types in small or large size skid loaders. It all depends upon your operation. Simply speaking, if you have material to be lifted up to your eye level, radial lift would be fine. If you need to lift above eye level, vertical lift would be the ideal choice. We know that we can have various attachments engaged to the mounting plate. There are two ways the attachments are engaged or disengaged. Some skid loaders have manual coupler for locking and unlocking the attachment. If you have a manual system, then you will be manually moving the lock pin for engaging or disengaging your attachment. In this case, you have to go out of the machine for operating the pin. In most of the units in these days, they are fitted with quick coupler systems. If you look at the cabin, you can find a switch for locking and unlocking the coupler. These switches are there only for quick release coupler system, and there is no such switch available for manual system. So you don't have to leave your cabin for locking or unlocking of your attachment. It will take only a few seconds to function the switch. You need to keep the attachment on a level surface. Make sure that no material is trapped between the mounting plate and the cylinder. I mean, there should be no debris between the mounting plate and the cylinder while disengaging your attachment. If there is, it can damage your cylinders and pins. If you go to any construction site, you will be finding at least one skid steer loader. As I explained last week, there are plenty of applications when proper attachments are engaged with the machine. This is one of the favorite machines for landscapers, for removing dirt, and also for leveling the land. Agricultural sectors love this machine for preparing the land for seeding. Farmers like them for cleaning the area if he has cattle to feed on. Now, let us see the common attachments used with skid steer loaders. You know, the default attachment to any skid loader is a bucket where you know several attachments. Several applications are possible. If you have to make a fence where you need to drill a hole to fix your poles, the right attachment is an auger. You know, an auger is a screw type drilling tool which is used, which is locked to the skid loader. Again, if you need to drill a hole on the ground for planting a tree, yes, the auger is the right choice. If you have to carry hay bales, which are common in paddy fields or cattle sheds, we can use bale spears as an attachment. Most commonly, you find single or double type hay bale spears. They came with stabilizers. Also, there are many possible applications with this great, wonderful product. If there are concrete barriers that you need to carry around, you can use suitable barrier attachments for that purpose. In case of grass, where you need to cut at certain height or remove completely from a land, you can use brush cutters as an attachment. Similarly, there are suitable attachments for cutting plants or small trees. If you have to remove gravel or debris, then you can attach what we call as rotary seepers to the skid loader. In places where we need grading and to remove dirt and other materials, we can use dozer blades which are adjustable in different ways. If there is a long material like logs or rocks to be rooted out and grab them, there are suitable grapple buckets available. These grapples are hydraulic arms for holding the material. In case you need rollers for compaction of ground, loose ground, it is possible to attach vibratory rollers to a skid loader for compacting asphalt pads or any foundations. If your application demands mixture of concrete, there are suitable concrete mixers which are attached to the skid loader. I hope that this session was really very useful to all of you, and please share with me your comments on this video. God willing, we'll be meeting soon with the next part, and thank you for watching. This is Tajuddin Qasim signing off. Goodbye.